Up next, it's Green Bay and Kansas City, two legendary franchises facing off for just the 14th time. It's a rematch of Super Bowl I, and it's only on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy. Throwing on first down. Rodgers. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 93 yards, and a score. And
as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Rodgers going to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Dillon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the big man, Dillon, with it. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Byron Pringle now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first. Time.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on first down. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Still going. They can't stop him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out come the Chiefs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And again, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill.
We got this.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mahomes firing complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Butker's kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Dillon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front.
So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 51 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. On second down now, Dillon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Packers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.